test. Whoops. Test, test, test. Let's see what the trophies are to this game. Hidden. Everything is hidden. Test, test, test. Alright, let's see how the volume is. Wow, this is a pretty long loading times.
Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others.
Test, test, test.
About Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. The head. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she feel you coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. Well, that's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking? He's in hell high.
Look, up ahead.
Okay, this is definitely a game that needs to be played with headsets. Wow.
Promised you can.
Yes, it is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. Go back. Go back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe.
It's there. They're here.
Can you see them? I can see them. see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her. You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it? What is she thinking?
I've heard this was a horror game, and it definitely gives off that feeling with the whispers coming out of your ears.
Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
They can feel you.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her.
Tamim Antoniades. I like him.
Bravery only means something to them.
Crimson Dream, this is a horror game made by the guys who did Heavenly Sword and Enslaved.
Far deeper.
The main character, if you have your sound on, you can hear a lot of whispering. The main character is suffering from psychosis. So that whispering is what she hears. Basically, I guess her husband died, and now she's trekking through hell to get him back, similar to Dante's Inferno. I just started though,
What is she looking at?
so this is still the opening sequence.
What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to.
Well, I
The
thought
worst
both
of all.
Enslaved and Heavenly Sword were fantastic games.
Why don't you join us?
They were highly underrated.
Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Heavenly Sword specifically was magnificent.
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from... Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Alright, you didn't like Heavenly Sword? I thought Heavenly Sword was fantastic. Oh, wait a minute. Hell yeah, we want 60 hertz. What didn't you like about Heavenly Sword? Okay, I do know there are 44 collectibles in this game I have to collect in a single run. It's the only thing I really know about the game.
The darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping. Not this time.
Yeah, yeah, the gameplay was pretty much the same as God of War, but I thought the story was so much better. And it was so much more cinematic. That thing looks like a dragon.
The land of mist and fog. The old fool was right. What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost. Where are you? I hear you. He's there, you know it.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim.
They're
And the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
That was interesting. I feel like the landscape looked very like a hellscape momentarily.
Why is she doing this? Why doesn't she turn back?
Can I give you a little spoiler about Enslaved? If you never got around to picking it up, chances are you will never get around to picking up.
She needs
It's
to
just
save
one
herself.
of those types of
She wants her
games.
soul to be at
One of the things I found really cool about Enslaved is, well, the main character was played by, who's the guy who played Gollum?
She'll never make it to Helheim. She can't let him rot here. She needs to try. Do you know where you
The
are?
bridge to Helheim.
Where are we?
I forget its name.
Andy Serkis, that's his
Too.
name. Well, the main character is
But
played
she
by
does
Andy
remember her having
Serkis.
been dead.
He did the
Of course.
mocap and the voiceover.
That part
The
was
final
so
boss of the game is Andy Serkis, not
The
a
old fool said
character.
there was a hidden path.
I mean, it's the person,
Let's
Andy
see, shall
Serkis.
we?
Like the final Enslaved is very much about it's a very Green Thumb style game, so it's about humanity, you know, raping the planet and that kind of stuff. So Andy Serkis is the representation of man. So they put Andy Serkis in the game. You know, human face, no CG. It's just a video of Andy Serkis. Kind of awesome.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea.
Oh shit! Is
Vanaheim.
this circle
The
tells
good
me which
elves
runes
dwell in
I've found
Alfheim.
on which
The
chapters?
evil ones dwell in
Okay.
Svartalfheim.
So there's 4 runes in the
The
first
mountain
chapter,
giants dwell
5
in
in the
Jotunheim.
next chapter.
The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where you must travel.
Well, I do think Heavenly Sword was better than Enslaved. Enslaved, I felt, was just a little bit too long. Heavenly Sword was about 6 hours long. It's one of the reasons I liked it so much. I like shorter experiences.
That's it. That's the way. Climb up there.
So I've heard this game is a mix between a walking simulator and character action game. So there's like walking simulator sections, and I believe this is
Are you scared?
what I'm in right now.
This isn't right.
So brave. Just drop down. You're not safe. Stop down there. You've got to go. Do you know where you are? Where are we?
Why did she do that?
She shouldn't have done it.
She can't go back now. No, this is it. The hidden path.
Oh. Rain? I have not played Rain. I've played Heavy Rain. I love Heavy Rain.
It's going to hurt you.
It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
What's up, Ramses?
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. Don't listen. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never!
Arr, I'm a pirate. Who the fuck is that?
Who are you? It's just a memory.
Druth,
Who are you?
is that you?
Oh, that's her husband?
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's
An old fool. Druth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Yeah, Crimson Dream, I have Rain. It was free on PSN a couple years ago.
Seal the gates to hell. Focus
I
your
just
inner
haven't played it.
eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
Is she looking closer? She needs to look closer.
So I need to look closer, so I guess I have to walk forward and place the symbol inside. No? I have to find this rune in the landscape somewhere. Ah, there it is.
It's near.
towards the gate. And the gate will open.
Interesting puzzles. Can I run faster?
The gate is open.
Yes,
Go
I
through
can.
the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. What's behind it?
So I'm about 15 minutes into this game. I gotta say, so far, it's
Spent 6
pretty
years
cool.
enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid a heavy price.
Crimson Dream.
Carry my stories.
That's
with
the
you,
point.
and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Her husband Druth died 6 years earlier. And he's been in hell this entire time, and she's on a mission like Dante to get him out of hell. But she's been going insane for
She was
6
trying to make
years
them go
in
away.
response to his death.
They weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
So what's real, what isn't, is the question. I think Druth is the husband. It's hard to tell. They haven't explained a lot yet. He just said he's been in hell for 6 years.
I guess it's the same with heights. You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's
Well, the
going
game
to
is
be
only
okay,
about 8 hours long, Crimson Dream.
but you know that death is near.
I like that I can
Waiting for
see
you to make
everything.
that.
That's really cool. Like, that's where it came from before.
You can't just wish things away.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the Allfather cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Down or straight? Let's see which straight first. Yes, she has psychosis. The people you hear whispering are all the voices in her head and her doubts and fears. Mr. Invincible, I loved Heavenly Sword and Enslaved. You know I was going to get this one. Especially since it's only $30. My eye is fucked up. That's what's wrong.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
Well,
Gate to
it's
Helheim
gonna cost
provides
me
the
anywhere
door
between
for the
$400 and $500. Oh, what trophy? Beat chapter 1?
Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Don't go through the door.
Shh.
It's weird. Voices coming out of my right ear are very positive. Voices coming out of my left ear are very negative. So, like, the voices in my right ear will be like, "You can do it! Open the door!" And then the left ear will be like, "Why did you do that? No, stop! Don't go! I don't know exactly what's wrong with my eye. It needs time to heal, and I need new glasses and a new prescription.
You took him from me. I beg you. Let him go. I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Oh, enemies. Where did he come from? Is he real? Where are the controls? Fast, heavy, melee, block is R1, evade is X. Oh, these people are not real.
End it now. This is nearly the end.
Oh, shit. Why is it getting so dark?
Go.
What just happened? I have heard this game deletes your save file if you die too much. Okay, so that was I was supposed to die there. That's what it looks like. Unless this is the game over screen.
A vision of what's to come.
Oh.
Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
Okay, that was a really cool sequence. I think I definitely want Mike and Eddie to play this game. The dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. And all progress will be lost. That's what I heard. I heard your save file gets deleted if you die too much.
The hardest battles are fought in the mind. That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
He's not moving.
Listen to me, Senua. The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
To Dillion.
To his soul. It won't open.
How will she get through?
Why won't it open?
Why
The
can't
Northmen say that in the beginning there was nothing.
It's definitely going mad, Teku.
Darkness.
two gods?
Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.
What? That's right, a car. Can I turn subtitles on? Yes, I can. Did he say card? Or car? Because I'm definitely not
The
expecting
Northmen
car.
say that in the beginning there was nothing but darkness. Bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant.
Valravn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim cannot be opened without it.
I never played Just Cause. None of them. Let alone the third one.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another who came from the ice, Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Trying to make sure I don't miss any of the runes. Because I know they're missable.
a door.
No, it's a bridge.
No, it's not. Push it. Push it. Push it.
What do you think will happen?
Come on. Come on. He did it. He did it. He did it. He did it.
These voices are bizarre. Okay. Oh shit. Is this like a portal of some sort?
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Okay, I'm gonna assume I need to walk through this portal, and this portal will have the door being open. Yeah, that's cool.
Something's
I like that. That's cool.
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend what we saw was never really there. Senua never could close her eyes.
And here comes the fog.
Hard she tried. Begged.
Or not. Ooh, that is bizarre looking. I'm in danger.
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
I feel like this should be a fight area. Yep. Oh shit.
They've surrounded you. You run. Take him down. Now.
The Northmen will not stop her. She will find what she's looking for.
Interesting. What's up, Rev?
Valravn's power of illusion comes from ravens. Align the ravens to break his magic seal.
Show me what you have seen, Truth.
Look how much it's changed.
Yeah, I think I have to get up to the top. How do I get up to the top? Can I climb this? No. Oh shit!
Break the seal. Align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
The story of this game is a girl going slowly insane as she tries to break into hell. Peace out, Mr. Invincible.
Something's shifted. Something's happened. Something huge shifted. Can you feel it?
Why is this all lit up? Oh. Oh! It's because walking through that did that. I get it now. Oh, that didn't work. There it goes. I like it.
Do you feel it too? It's like crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world where the forest itself is watching.
Yeah, that's not activated, so.
Another gate. Another gate. You know what to do. Stay back. Don't open it. It's not safe. Don't listen to them. Listen, listen. Don't open it. You can
To
do
break the seal, align the ravens with the mark of Valravan.
Which ravens? Where are they? Can't you see them? She has.
Okay, what did that fix?
Line them up. He said to line them up.
What did that fix?
Shh, 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 shh.
I hear something.
If you hear the song of Valravan, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
The song. Oh, Raven. The song. Listen, focus. You need to focus.
Valravan. Silence me.
He disappeared. Where did he go? Where is he?
those who make it back are forever changed.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get up? Must be magic. Dark magic. A trick. Raven's tricking her. Raven. How can she get up? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not him. He's helping her. It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
This game is cool. Oh, Rune.
The Northmen.
I'll be right back. And I'm back.
Say that Odin and his brothers killed Ymir, and that the world of men was formed from his corpse. They made his bones into stone, and his flesh into earth, and his blood into the salt sea. They set his skull to be the bowl of the sky, with his brains for clouds. Odin and his brothers caught the sparks flying from Muspel and made them into stars. And to protect the new world from the giants, they used Ymir's great curving eyebrows as walls.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, a creature in the night. If only it were that simple. The worst kind comes without warning. A deep and primal signal from within.
She can't go in there.
A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Truth says there's always another route. Find a way. Go round. Find your own path. There's a different way.
What's with the color in this area?
Finish this. End it now.
Oh, there's two of them. Shit. Alright, that is what was up with the color.
The Northmen say you must sacrifice in order to receive. They tell how the runes were revealed to Odin only in sacrifice. He hung himself from the world tree, and he stabbed himself with a spear, and he dedicated the sacrifice to himself. For 9 nights he hung on the tree without food or drink, and at last he saw the runes below him. He gave a cry and gathered them in his mind and learnt them. Then he fell from the tree.
It's hard to play video games like this. It really is.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones, to head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return. Senua does. Because when darkness speaks, it changes everything. Turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers. Exile makes sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
This being named Mimir, who guarded. The Northmen say that Odin is always in search of knowledge and wisdom and magic. There was a very wise being named Mimir, who guarded the waters of wisdom which flow from the roots of the world tree. Odin wished to drink from this spring, but he had to pay a price. So,
I guess you can say I'm Odin. So I have to find the correct ravens to align.
The song. Balraven. Balraven's song. It's over here. It's over here.
Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's two.
Listen, focus, listen.
It's magic. It's magic. This reminds her of somewhere.
The forest.
Where? Which forest? Forest in the wild.
The wilds.
The bridge. Okay.
She went to the wilds along here. Why did she go to the wild?
She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own.
Did she beat the darkness?
No. It nearly killed her, but she tried.
Druth. Druth helped her.
If it wasn't for Druth, she'd
She'd
be
be
dead.
She can't beat her own darkness. She wanted to marry Dillion. She came to beat her own darkness and marry Dillion. But
She
it didn't
thought-
work.
She thought her curse would affect him.
She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
She thought the curse made her tainted.
Druth helped her.
That's a cool effect. The Northmen say that Odin has two ravens. Their names are Thought and Memory, and each day he sends them out to fly all across the world. Upon their return, they perch on his shoulders and tell him everything they have seen and heard. In this way, he learns of things far and wide, and for this reason, he is called the Raven God. Senua, like Odin, you must seek wisdom through thought and memory if you are to succeed in your quest.
Okay, so that's all the runes for this chapter. Now let's continue on this chapter as normal. Figure out how to beat it. Okay, so I need to get in there. I need to open this door and then pass back through the gate that I walked through before. Which was this one. You know, they're calling this illusion. It seems a bit more like time travel. I'm not really seeing a difference here. Alright, there's a slight
The ravens.
difference.
They've gone.
They've gone.
No.
Half of them have gone. They've gone.
Some are still there.
But where? Some are still there.
Balraven's helping.
He's not helping.
It's a trick. Quiet. Can't think. Out in the wilds.
cold winter woods.
Where have I gone?
She no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. But she remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
I'm starting to hear his song again.
The rings. They've gone. No.
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the gloom, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grow in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its
The
claws.
gate is open. Open. She did it.
There is no such thing as victory when it comes to the darkness. It's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, it will gnaw at her, biding its time. Only when she is at her weakest will it strike to kill. Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
Dylan's the husband? It's really hard to tell. All right. Let's kill Raven. I assume he's behind this door. There he is. And he's gone. This is an arena, though.
Overcome Valravan's final illusion to face him in his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both see the darkness. We can fight it together.
What? Why can't I? Walk over these rocks. That's why.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later, his slave masters landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, a new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
Huh. I don't know what that was supposed to have done. Oh, I see. It made this branch walkable. What made you think of Starship Troopers? Oh, I wasn't paying attention. I didn't know there was balance I had to do. I was just holding forward. Well, that was a death I didn't need to give up. I hope there's not a trophy for beating the game without dying.
The gate is open. Open.
You know, I'm actually going to check that. Because that would really suck. Let's see. Hellblade trophies. Well, nobody says anything.
This darkness. I know it from the wilds. It's coming back for me. I'm still here. Are you too?
Yeah, the game deletes your save file if you die too many times.
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in, it strikes out of nowhere, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far into the void that maybe this time there is no coming back. But there, in the darkness, and you remembered what he
I mean,
told
it's not the first game I've
Hear
seen
me.
that does it.
Reach out to
Dot Hack did it as well
Senua.
with the data corruption.
Take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see you. I see you now. You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
Okay. Whoa!
Behind you, sir. It's nearly over.
Alright, I cannot block that attack. Ow.
Stop them!
You can do it. Be close. Focus! Now. Focus! Focus! It's the only way.
Not over yet.
Focus now.
Focus now.
You can do this. Focus. Focus.
I never beat you in the wilds.
I do have an eye industry.
It was an illusion. But not this time.
This game is really cool. Okay, the sound is off. I don't know if you guys could hear how the sound was off.
The mark of Valravan, one of the keys to the gate to Helheim. Hold it in your mind's eye.
With every battle, the darkness grows stronger. Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it? In those dark winter nights in the wilds, there were times when she considered letting go. If it weren't for Druth, a chance encounter in the wilds, she would not have heard his stories of the Northmen. And she would not have this chance to find Dillion's soul.
Clipping Gaming, you're not late.
I'm coming.
I just beat chapter 2.
I still hear you. When she was younger, she would lay in the grass and stare at the clouds. And there she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while, she could see the faces everywhere. The trees, the mountains, caves. I wonder if you look for them.
Ugh. Alright, one rune done. New enemies! Shit! Oh god, he's got armor.
He's gone! Yes, there are too many of them. Find strong position. He's down. Finish it. Finish it. Strike him. Watch out! Watch out! He's stronger than you. She finished him.
This guy's got a shield.
Don't give up. Don't give up.
Alright, him I have to
The gate.
I have to
She needs
kick.
to go back. She can't. It won't open. Why won't it open? Why won't it open?
There's another challenge.
She hasn't challenged Cert. Challenge Cert.
Cert.
Surt, the fire giant has answered. He comes from a land older than mankind. And the Northmen call upon his flaming sword to raise their enemies to the ground. Find him, Senua, and spill his blood.
She found the wretched old fool on her way back from the wilds. An outcast. Was badly burnt all over. She took pity on him, for he was not long for this world. Like her, who spoke of his own darkness. The Northmen.
Because it was in the south, it was the Northmen tell this story. Before the earth was created, there was a world called Muspel. Because it was in the south, it was bright and hot, flaming, burning. Sparks that flew out from Muspel became the stars. Other sparks melted ice in the frozen world of Niflheim, creating the body of the first giant, Ymir. Muspel is one of the 9 worlds, and is now the land of the fire giants. And people from elsewhere cannot endure the journey there.
Huh. A lot of Norse mythology. Ah, shit. Parry the shit out of these guys. Well, that was fun.
I can still smell it. The sweet, sickly stench of burning human flesh. And I still hear their cries carried in the wind. Do you hear them too, Senua?
Yes, I heard their screams, and I still hear them now.
The path to Helheim is sealed to the living, but you already walk amongst the dead. Look towards the gate, and you will see that it has opened.
Has it? There it goes. It wasn't letting me open it.
When they first came to my lands, I knew enough of their tongue to beg for mercy, and they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, and slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of, I know it well.
And I'm still here to fight it.
I haven't gotten a lore stone in a while. This is the fight sequence, isn't it? Yes, it is.
You're close. He's finished.
End it.
All right.
This is nearly the end.
When you see a fire gate of Surt, know that only a sacrifice will stoke the fires of Muspel, and let the dead walk through.
Find the fire, Senua, to follow the path to Surt.
But I killed the people. That's the sacrifice. Follow the fire. Okay, don't walk through fire. I thought it would just be an invisible wall and would stop me. It wasn't.
Hell will not give you the answers you want. But you mustn't look away from the horrors it does offer. Because you cannot overcome suffering if you refuse to look at it.
This game
What's happening?
is really
Where's it
cool.
gone? The fire's disappeared. The pyre. Surt is through there.
He's waiting for her. You can't get through. How will she get through?
She'll need to find another way.
Druth,
The Northmen say that the defender of Muspel is called Surt,
There's always another
the
way.
foremost of the fire giants. His name means the Black One,
find it.
because he is like something burnt. The Northmen believe that he sits at the border of Muspel with his flaming sword, and at the end of the world he will leave his post. He will travel to Asgard and Midgard, waging war against all the gods. He will be victorious, and then burn the whole world with fire.
Wow, if you look at the letters, this chapter spells out TNTH. If you flip the N, it becomes a U. Truth.
Another gate.
She needs to find it.
Another fire sacrifice.
Another fire
Another
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
It's too far.
She'll never find it. She'll never make her way back.
She needs to remember the way back.
What happens when she finds it?
Everything will burn.
Concentrate on where you're going. She needs to remember the path.
Everything will burn. Then how will she find the way back?
She won't. She won't be able to tell.
The Northmen believe that the world will be destroyed someday. They call it Ragnarok, the destiny of the gods. Asgard will be attacked by Surt and the fire giants. A monstrous wolf will swallow the sun, and the gods will fight in vain against their enemies. There is nothing they can do to prevent it, but Odin ever seeks knowledge and magic, hoping to find a way to postpone that dark day.
Their way up here. Random log I can jump. Ah, shit. When the walls go like that, it means I'm getting attacked. I think. Huh. Well, here is a fire. I don't think it's the fire I'm looking for, though. I think when I finish this chapter, I'm gonna call it a night. This eye thing gives me a headache to focus like this, so I need to take a rest after this. Oh, there's a passage right here. How did I miss that?
The Northmen made fire sacrifices, burning slaves like me to reveal the path to Surt. I searched for meaning in their suffering, in their eyes, but they just screamed like helpless pigs.
Okay, that is cool. You know, the corpses all burnt to a crisp. That is
Your
cool.
gods answer your prayers, Senua. I asked the gods for mercy, all of them, even theirs. None answered. In the end, I set myself free. Defy the gods, Senua. Find your own path, like I find mine.
My gods abandoned me. I am alone.
The Northmen say that at Ragnarok, the sons of Muspel will travel to battle in the ship called Naglfar, the corpse ship. And when the sons of Muspel leave the ship and ride to battle, it will be as though the sky had split open, and Surt will lead them. Wherever he goes, flame will erupt before him, and fires will burn behind him.
Alright, so need to find another fire here. 2 more runes. The runes will probably be required to get to the fire. Yeah.
The Northmen of Hell worship the Devourers, insatiable gods of darkness. I come from Erin, Senua, where I once followed my own gods, the Tuatha De Danann.
Why did you abandon your gods?
Senua, I was a man of knowledge, not a warrior. To survive, I did things. Bad things.
Like you, Senua. The man I once was has died. And when that happens, even gods you worship can die with you.
That was it? Alright. I was looking at the wrong X. I didn't see it. It saw it for me. Really?
Yes, nobody cares.
Behind you! Behind you!
Find a good position. Don't let them surround you.
You say your world has collapsed. Good. Let it collapse, and have the courage to shed your tears. Raise your world to the ground!
My world is dead.
Only then, as with a newborn, will you see the world anew.
What?
No, I see nothing now.
You just cut out that text. I didn't skip that. I didn't hit any buttons. Okay, and this should be the last rune for this chapter.
The Northmen
Yep.
say that what we see as a rainbow is the bridge that goes from the world of men to the world of the gods. For now, they say the frost giants and the mountain giants cannot cross it. But they say that when Ragnarok comes, not a thing in this
You
world will be
subscribe,
safe.
Clipping Gaming?
The Rainbow Bridge will break under the onslaught of the fire giants riding on flaming steeds. Senua, I have seen the fire of Surt spread far and wide, and to our lands. Ragnarok is coming.
Need to find 3 things.
Tell me truth. How did you escape your darkness?
What's up, Bobby Star?
Once I found my purpose, I was no longer enslaved to the suffering I had to endure to reach it. Unclouded by fear, I could see it clearly in others. Even my captors feared the fire of Surt.
What subscribe button, Clipping Gaming?
During one raid, I took my chance and ran, knowing that they would not follow. The fool ran into the fire. They left me for dead. Maybe they were right to. But here I am. Free.
I'm glad I found you in the wilds. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Where is it? I don't see it. I don't see it. Where's the shape? You guys see it? I don't. I just don't see it. What am I missing? It's clearly this one from up here somewhere. But I don't see it. I'll come back to this one. I can't find it. Even when it's telling me exactly where it is, I can't find it. Alright, this one I see. This one's easy. Or not. There it goes. Ah, it's on the wall. Or it's not. Oh, it's the shadow it's making. Where's the shadow? It's not making a shadow. What's up, Haven? Oh, maybe I have to see it from the outside. Yep, that's what it was. Alright, just one left. Okay, maybe this one I have to see from down here looking up to there, maybe? No, I don't see anything down here for it either. Alright, do any of you guys see this? Because I am completely lost on this one. Completely lost. Oh. Wow. Yeah, no, even seeing it, I don't see it.
Senua, if I can survive the fire of Surt and escape my darkness, then so can you.
You know, maybe I'll play another chapter after this.
Run, Senua! Run! Run! Through the fire! Keep running! Go on! Nothing will stop you! Run, Senua! Run! 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 Come, Senua! Through the fire!
I'm on fire! I'm on fire!
Don't get out. Don't. She's dying.
It's him. It's him.
Well, I guess I'm dead.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This darkness takes everything. Everyone.
Senua, are you sure you want to do this? We can fight this together, side by side. We always do.
This is my battle. I have to face it alone, away from here.
Where will you go?
I don't know.
Well, at Teku, that's a cinematic death.
I don't know.
You know, one of those required deaths.
I believe in you. You know that. Just promise me that you will come back to me. I want you to say it. I want you to say it.
I
spills the blood of Circe. Take his mark, and I will cheer you from the underworld and forever be in your debt.
You destroyed everything, everyone, but not me. Fight me now.
Well, that fight was a lot easier than Varasaya, or whatever his name was. That was just a straight up duel. That one was a ton easier. It shouldn't have been that easy.
Battle won. A greater battle takes its place. And so it goes. Until we fall. And in the end, we all fall. Even the gods have their time. Yet we still go on. Why?
I made a promise, and I will go to hell to keep it.
I die free, knowing you will carry my stories with you. I have fulfilled my quest.
Yes, you have.
When the darkness comes, I vow to guide you in this life and the next to fulfill yours.
Then I will see you in hell.
Be ready to face horror in the eye, as I have, to find your answers, your quest.
Kind of actually disappointed with how easy that fight was compared to the rest.
Truth was a troubled man. A scholar turned slave. They tortured him. Took him with them on their raids. Drove him to madness. Spreading this new form of darkness to new worlds. To my world. Senua saw a deep connection form between the Northmen and the darkness. His tales of hell were true. Then that was the source of it. She learned everything she could from him. Until she too could see what he saw.
Okay.
you ever died before? It's a serious question. When the illusion of self is shattered, you simply cease to be. Though it may not seem that way to others, you know when it is true. You can feel it. A stranger in your own body. An imposter. And nothing is the same ever again. Senua has died before. And she will do so again.
What's up, Landon Blue?
You can be sure of that.
With the mark of Valravan and the mark of Surt, you may cross the bridge over the River of Knives to Helheim.
What's this way? Is this where I came from? I can't remember. Yeah, that's where I came from. Alright. One more chapter. I'll do another one. There's only 2 more in this next chapter? Okay.
Why is she waiting?
Don't open the gate.
Open the gate. No, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. Don't open the gate. Don't.
She's done it.
It's so dark. It's dark. The darkness.
Only the dead may cross.
Only the dead may cross into hell.
Truth? Anyone?
There is no one here but me.
Not you.
Did you think that I would let you go? That you lost me back in the wilds? I will never let you go. You can't get rid of me. I am your shadow. And I will be watching when you draw your last dying gasp.
I'm not ready to die.
You will be when you see what they did to your dear beloved.
Damien!
In this waking nightmare, where all dreams come true, you searched for control, a way to pull through. When you were in love, you left him in tears, to smother your furies and banish your fears. But in darkness they came, through stormy black seas they raided these shores. Do you still hear his screams?
I like this guy's rhyming.
At your home. He's so far away. They've taken his soul. To these gods you cannot pray.
Landon Blue, this is
They can break
Hellblade.
you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through his darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. You fought for love unspoilt by your darkness within. You fought for your dreams. Now there's no way to win. In the head of his corpse lies the seat of his soul. So you must carry his vessel to bring him back home.
You did this! No!
They can break you, but not your promise. Even death won't keep you apart. Through this darkness you will find him. In your sword still beats a heart. The darkness touched you. Everyone could see it in the hollows of your eyes. A gaze averted from life. You ran from it but brought it nearer. Led it to him. An endless suffering worse than death.
Land of Blue, this is
Surrender.
basically Dante's Inferno.
No.
Her lover died, so she's
The
going
darkness won't allow it.
to hell to rescue him, to get his soul
So
back.
you will walk into the lair of the beast.
But because of his death,
Look it in the
she
eye.
has become a bit psychotic
will go
and
to
living a
war.
waking nightmare.
This is your mission. This is your quest. There is nothing else left.
So you don't exactly know what's real and what isn't. This is from the same people who made Heavenly Sword and Enslaved.
The gods made you a warrior for a reason. It's your calling. While some of the past, when there is a new road ahead, the only one that makes any sense. Every gate you open into darkness brings another change.
We can anticipate. Finish this.
She finished it.
It's nearly over. Finish.
That is an interesting effect with the rain. Ah, there's a door here. Land of Blue, this is also a game where if you die too many times, it will actually delete your save file.
However you come to the gold-covered bridge that leads to hell, you may find it guarded by a giantess. She will ask your name. She will ask your lineage. She will ask your business. The Northmen tell of the warrior woman Brynhild, who leapt into fire and rode to hell to join her slain love Sigurd, and is challenged by the giantess.
Trying to figure out where this next rune is. Or lore stone, whatever they're called. Alright, well there's only 2 on this chapter, so...
The journey to Helheim is never a straight one. Each must find their own path. Align yourself to its secrets, and you will find yours.
Okay, so they're not giving me hints anymore. Interesting. What do you mean, like, kind of like Hercules? No, this isn't like Hercules at all. Or did I not activate this? I thought I did. Oh, I see. They gave me the hint there, where it actually is. And then they want me to witness it from over here. Because my controller vibrates over here. Which tells me I'm seeing it. But then it's not giving it to me. So I guess I'm not seeing it. Oh, the S is here. There it is. Ah, rune over here.
Hela possesses large dwelling places in Helheim. Tall are her walls, high are her gates. The name of her dish is hunger. Her knife is famine. On her threshold all will stumble. Her bed is called sick bed, and her bed hangings are called flames of a funeral pyre. They say she is easy to recognize, half black and half the color of flesh, and her face menacing and grim.
Okay, where's this X? There it is. Or not? Where is the X? Anyone see it? What's the other shape I'm looking for? An Ankh shape? Well, that was easy. It's right there. Now I've got to find this X. The controller vibrated when I was over here before. Which means it should be viewable from here. And it's lighting up, which means it should definitely be viewable from here. But I'm not seeing it. Anyone got any ideas? Oh, wait a minute. There's a door here that I can't enter. Oh, because it's where I came from. It's lighting up over here. Why? Why is it lighting up over here? Is it a shadow? Ah. The Ankh is also the X. It was lighting up because I could see the Ankh from the boat. Lana Blue, that story is literally the story of Dante's Inferno. Dante's love interest dies and he goes to hell, the 7 layers of hell, to rescue her soul. Are you talking about the new Hercules? The one with The Rock?
It's coming.
That song again.
Is it?
It's Hela.
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
What the fuck?
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up. Get up. Get up and fight.
Hell is reaching deep inside of her. Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts, and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
Oh, Disney's Hercules. Yeah, Disney's Hercules is basically the story of Dante's Inferno.
Pathetic. Rotten. Cursed.
Like, Disney's Hercules is not any of Hercules' actual stories.
How stupid can you be? Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow hates.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there is no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
The point of this game is she's a bit psychotic.
When you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined. Why go on?
I mean, she carries around the skull
Is it
of her
really
dead
so
lover.
big to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, a song.
It's not real. It's a trick. It's not real. It is real. Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Dillian. It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It is real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
Do you still believe in me, Shadow?
No, it's
Come to me. Please.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
No, he's here.
It's in your mind.
It's real. It's happening.
Go towards it. There it is.
Did you?
It's Dillian. He's gone. You were so slow.
How could you?
Keep
How
going.
could you?
Keep going. Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you.
We told you.
Where are you going? See, there's nothing to fear.
Come on.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father, Zinbao, made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Sword play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him. To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing.
He's there. Under the tree.
And the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund. His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out with Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, they are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
Alright. On that note, I am going to end it tonight. I need, playing a game with one eye gives me a headache, so I need to rest. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Sorry for no break weekly. I didn't want to go to an arcade with one eye, 'cause every time my eyeball moves, it hurts. So all the blinking lights at the arcade would have killed me. Peace out, guys.